Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be drawing a nose in graphite. And so as you'll see in this video though, I'm going to start by drawing the structure within the nose, so some of the anatomy that goes into drawing. And so the reason that I think that this is helpful as a place to start is it helps you understand the structure within the nose. So a lot of times when people start drawing, they draw very flat and it doesn't show curvature in the form of the nose. So the purpose of the starting studies that I'm doing here are just to get a sense of what that form actually looks like. And I'm just using Micron pen here. I decided to use Micron pen just to keep things quick so that I don't get bogged down and with pencil and erasing and things like that. So I'm just sort of starting by sketching, and I'm using a 01 Micron pen here. So in addition to showing the shape of a nose, one of the most important things that you're trying to do is show that there's different planes in your nose. So if you touch your nose, you'll notice that the top of your nose, where the bridge is obviously further away from your face. It's protruding out. So what you're trying to do is convey that they're on different planes, right? So your cheeks is on one plane, and then you've got the sloping as your nose comes out, and then you've got your bridge area, and then back down towards your face and your cheeks. So whenever you're drawing a nose, you want to think about those different planes and how you're able to describe the different planes of your nose. So on the second one, this is, front-facing nose. I'm making sure through just blocky shapes to show those three different planes. So as you can see, the one that's in the middle, that would be where the bridge of the nose is going to be, like right here. And then you've got your planes on the side that come up towards the bridge of the nose. And so I just quickly shaded this using Micron pen, and this one was 005, which is the smallest point that you can get with Micron. And the nice thing about practicing with these pens is that it gives you the opportunity to quickly show the plane. So the direction of line that I talked about a little bit on the previous cross contour video gives you that sense as you're moving through the drawing, as you show change in the direction of the line from maybe slanted to straight back to slanted, as you see right there. That helps give that movement that's three-dimensional. And again, the whole purpose of this is to give a sense of the form and the structure of your nose, so that when you actually go to your other drawings, you're not just making it look really flat. And so with this, I really recommend just practicing this, and it doesn't need to be perfect. It's really just to get in the habit of thinking about that structure of the nose. And same as you would do with other objects that you might draw, you're paying attention to the structure. So I'm back to drawing with graphite. I'm using the Faber-Castell pencils. And what I start by doing is just, again, I'm drawing from life. I'm using a mirror. You might be tempted to use your phone, but I don't recommend doing that. I recommend using a mirror if possible, because again, you just have a lot more details. When you're looking at your phone, you don't get as many details as if you're just looking at the mirror. And it has a little bit of distortion on the phone. So I'm using the same ideas that we were just talking about in terms of thinking about the structure of the nose, but I'm also making sure to include all of the specific shapes that I'm observing as I'm sitting and drawing. So I want to still be mindful of the different planes that we were talking about when I was working with pen and ink I'm putting in right now. I really do still have those planes, but they're not as chunky. They're more curved and starting to actually show what a nose actually looks like. A lot of success in this kind of drawing is getting into the habit of looking very carefully at whatever your subject is. So in this case, I'm drawing my nose, and I'm looking very carefully to make sure that I'm drawing it accurately. And also, you want to try to keep as much of the same position or remember your position as you look back and forth between what you're drawing in the mirror and your actual drawing. And that, in a lot of ways, is the hardest part of this, is that shading will go from there, but looking back and forth and then not getting lost in some of the details as you're blending, but trying to look back and sort of say, oh, is this giving the kind of depth that I'm looking for? And when you darken up underneath the nose, that gives, from the nostril, that gives a little bit more depth. And then having some lights on the bridge of the nose is helpful, because that shows that when light hits the top of your face, it's more lit than the other parts that might be more in shadow. So I'm trying to, as I work through the form, show all those kinds of details. So when you're drawing, I want you to notice where the lights are hitting. What's the lightest point on your nose? Where are the midtones? And where are the shadows? And most likely, depending on the light source, is around your nostril will be darker, receding into the space. And then depending on the light source, the bridge of your nose and that little ball shape in the front of your nose will be lighter. And so incorporating those highlights, midtones, and shadows can be pretty helpful for showing depth. If you found this video helpful, please like and comment and subscribe. If you comment, have any questions, let me know and I will try to answer them. Thanks for joining and see you next time.